Hello, 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 hello. Why is my mic all droopy? What? Oh, that's why. There we go. It still feels off. Did I tip my mic down on accident? That one's good? Okay, cool, 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 cool. So I'll probably try and balance them to be more in line with that one. Congrats on getting modded next Discord, by the way. Kind of sad what happened. Yeah. I wasn't even going for mod. I was just like, hey man, I'll update the board for you if you want. I didn't realize that meant becoming a mod, but you know, it's cool. It's cool. I have power now. I can abuse it if I feel like it. Nah, I'd get immediately removed. Yeah, no, it's kind of sad, but I totally get why Knack had to ban him. Gotta set an example. Was not the right audience to be posting something like that. Is my audio ducking a little too high? Maybe I need to change that later too. I think we might just have to deal with the sounds being a little loud tonight, just because it'll take me like a good 5 minutes to fix all of them, which I mean isn't that long, but I think it'll be okay for tonight. Unless we get multiple people saying they're too loud, then I'll definitely go through and do it. Like, I get what he was trying to do, but it was just too far. Yeah, like, it's obvious he wasn't... Like, he was trying to make a joke, but it's like... Bad joke, but also, like, you gotta know your audience. You gotta know who you're saying it to. And I know in, like, non-American countries, it's like... It's not considered as bad of a thing. But... I feel like at this point, a lot of... Even, like, foreigners have, like, come to realize that, like, that's just not a word you should use online. Unless you're trying to get flamed, you know? I need to find an image for Mr. Trort's Shiny Rapidash. Gotta find something nice and good, nice and juicy. A lot of the shiny art for Shiny Rapidash makes its flames blue instead of gray. Just a personal choice, I guess. Not even like a bluish gray, like just straight up blue. Like Ponyta is. I guess this one up here is decent. This one kind of looks like a digital oil painting. Just find the goofiest one you can. Just absolutely hilarious. I mean, I scrolled down for a decent amount and there weren't really any ones that were trying to be funny, because I guess because like Rapidash and Ponyta are just like cutesy Pokemon because they're like horses. I mean, Rapidash is a fucking unicorn, so most of them are just like kind of cutesy. There's not really any funny ones. The OT board started with shit posts, and now we're just posting actual art. Yeah, I just pick something that like I like. I don't know. If I find something funny, then I'll do something funny. Like when I did the last two, I did the last one is like Dino or Dino, whatever, as Cusco in his llama form from Cusco's New Groove, and then the Donphan one is it's like a shiny Donphan as Psychic Tandem War Elephant from Adventure Time. So those are kind of funny. All right, weekly OT board. Is Chort's in-game name just Chort? Honestly, it feels weird saying his name because it feels like I'm saying it wrong. I'm just gonna assume it's that's just what it is in game. Chort hyphen Rapidash. At first, I wasn't gonna make a new one because I thought that Chort was just posting an evolved Ponyta. Like, I thought they were the one that got the Ponyta a couple days ago. But no, I went back and it was a different person. Yeah, no, this Rapidash picture is like legit art. It looks like a digital oil painting. Found a fucking a lot of shinies been found this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 shinies have been found this week, and there's still today's Thursday, so there's still Friday, Saturday to get some more on there. I have changed it so that I'm going to like refresh the board at midnight next time, so midnight Eastern. Just to let you know. For my Shiny Wooper, I found a picture of Goomba and Shiny Wooper fused together. Nice. Yeah, I literally just like go to Google Images and just type in like shiny blank art. I don't know, maybe I should take the art part out of there. Maybe that's gonna give me the more like nice results and not the memey ones. Yeah, I pointed this out to Knack, but because I can be a lot more active than Pooey's could, that like the board will probably get updated a lot more frequently. I might start telling people to just at me when they find their shiny, so that I like see it immediately. And like I said on the Discord, I don't know if you could tell, I'm a little stuffed up. It's kind of going away now because I took some NyQuil. It's kind of helping pretty quick. But like I just said, I took NyQuil, and it's 4 p.m. So there's a good chance I might get like way too sleepy to like keep streaming. So it might not be a super long one, but you know, we'll go until I need to stop. Try to update it sometimes, but I'm just so busy with my Genshin Impact gambling addiction. Nice. Yeah, no, I mean, like, even when I'm at work, there's, like, slow periods where, like, I glance at my phone every now and then, so, like, I'd have time to do it. Just one sec, and we will pop into some MMO. I forgot I do have auto ads on, like, so they play automatically instead of me having to manually do it. I think it's set to like every 30 minutes right now. For anyone who like gets ads, let me know if it's annoying and I'll just like change it to an hour or something. Because the only way for it to tell me that like an ad is about to come up is if I have the Twitch dashboard open. But that's too much things to have open on my screen. I mean, maybe if I close the video or stream preview in the dashboard, it'd be fine. I was thinking about doing a cam today too, but then I was like remembering how I have to like reopen and close and reopen fucking stream avatars multiple times per stream if I use a cam. So we're gonna continue to wait on that for a little while. I'm gonna have to go. I have an exam at like 8 AM. Haven't studied at all. Better get on it. Thanks for dropping by though, I appreciate it. Nice seeing you. I did make you a VIP. I can't remember if that was something I already did. And you will eventually have a custom sound and message that gets triggered when you type for the first time in stream for that day. I had a couple more to do and like I was having trouble thinking of a sound. And so I was like, okay, I'll do it later. Did like 2 months ago. That's what I thought. I felt like you were one of the ones I did a while ago. And I just still haven't done a sound for you yet. But yeah, there you Pump Action Wang, and one other person. I was like, I don't know what to do for these ones, so I'll do it later. Yeah, you'll have one eventually, I promise. Alright, let's switch into Pokemon. Anyways, good night or something. Yeah, man, good night. Get some studying done or what have you. Hopefully I'll see you later. Or not later, but like, you know, on another day. I might do an early stream tomorrow because I work 2 to 10 tomorrow, so I might do an early stream, we'll see. Alright, we gotta resize this bad boy. There we go. Log in. Let's switch channels because my computer, when I'm streaming, does not like me being on such a populated channel. Get the counter open. And of course, because it hates me, it's just gonna appear in the middle instead of where I leave it, because, like I said, it hates me. How did this get... I feel like this used to be a little bit more in the corner, didn't it? There. That's good. Pop this bad boy into performance mode. There we go. Oh, I forgot to... I grabbed water, but I forgot to, mix it up. Put the juice powder in. Oh, I forgot to tell DJ that there's a lurk command as well. There is way too much water in this bottle. Some of it spilled on me when I opened it because it was filled like literally all the way to the top. Alright, I've dumped the powder in. Now it's time to give it a little shake-a-shake-a. Hopefully the seal is good on this water bottle and it's not gonna fucking fling water everywhere. I've had times where I've like, you know, done the juice mix with like a plastic water bottle, and it's just like, the bottle is just so cheap that like, even after like resealing it, if you just shook it really hard, it would leak really bad. Or not really leak, but just like, you know, fucking just be flinging water every which way. And that's really frustrating when your juice mix is like super red and very easily stains anything it touches. See, pump is on. I wonder who else. I know Marky's on. I think he's streaming. Baku, Azili, Dark Shake, Prince, Pump. Oh, looks like Marky, like, literally just got off. Said he was streaming right before I started, but maybe he, like, literally just stopped. He usually only streams for, like, 2 hours. Sorry, I'm fervently shaking my water up.
Quiet, everybody. I hear a bitch.
What's up, coach? What's going on? How did you feel about the loudness of that sound? Was it too loud or is it fine? Because I turned all of my sounds up because I thought they were too quiet, but I might have turned them up too loud. Loudness was perfect, but I also don't have headphones in. Okay, because the last person said that they were just a tad loud, so I might just be able to turn them down just a smidge, and they'd be good. But I mean, there's like stuff like these ones that I think sound louder, even though they're technically the same decibel level. Yeah, those two sounds are basically the same decibel level, but I think "fuck you" definitely sounds louder than the other one. Maybe just because it has music to it as well. Some bass. I know sometimes bass makes things seem louder than they actually are. I think it's the higher pitch, but yeah. Oh yeah, it could be that too. Alright. Let's get into some shiny hunting. Do I got sweet scents? I do. It is nighttime. Let's go up here. Do I have things that I forgot to close? No? Okay. It's just how my computer feels like being today. That's fine. Yeah, welcome back, Coach. How you been the last couple days? What's going on? I have a cold, and I literally just started week. I literally just started work. Now more than a week, like now 8 days ago. Like my first shift was last Wednesday. And I have a fucking cold. So, like, I waited, and they sent me home because I sound sick. And, like, obviously, if you're working around food and you sound sick, it's gonna throw some people off. So I downed a bunch of cold medicine, or I have been, but now we're out of, like, normal cold medicine. And all we had is, like, NyQuil. So there's a good chance I'm gonna get pretty sleepy here pretty soon. So I'm a Browns fan, don't know how much you know about football. Basically nothing. They have 2 running backs with last names of Chubb and Hunt, and so whenever they have a good run game, they call it a chunt. I say all this because whenever you say you're shunting, it reminds me of Chunt. I mean, for a while, I never said shunting, I just said shiny hunting, but... yeah, no, that's a good abbreviation, I guess. Nowhere has any sick medicine. That's kinda true. I mean, maybe I could find some if I went to Walgreens, but... I'd have to walk there, and I don't really want to. I also don't have any money. I can't remember if I get paid this week or next week because I don't know like when in the pay cycle I started working, because they pay every 2 weeks. So if I started working on that first week, or if I started working the week they got paid, then they're just gonna pay me on the next pay period. So after 3 weeks. But I haven't even worked that much, so it's pretty much all just gonna go towards my negative bank account, and that will be pretty much all my money, probably. So that's fun. I totally forgot that I wanted to not get paid through direct deposit for my first couple checks, so that I could like pay off other stuff without it just getting eaten by my bank account. But I forgot to do it, and I guess really the only other option they had was to have a prepaid card. Like, they don't do checks, they only do prepaid cards and direct deposit. The first paycheck ambiguity is the worst feeling ever. Yeah, for sure. That feels unlawful. It's not. It's just, I think over the pandemic, a lot of businesses stopped doing paper checks. It's like a prepaid card that they just like, they give you your pay on it, and then you could just like deposit it into your bank account. Like there's no problems with it, no fees associated. But I mean, I think it's better than a check. Unless you're like worried that you're being underpaid and you like need that pay stub to see what they're paying you. Although I think there's still pay stubs. It's just there's like a physical, like there's online pay stubs, but I don't think there's a physical copy. Or if there is, I just don't know. Yeah, my bank account's like negative like 300 bucks. But it's not gonna get any worse, so it's just chilling. Because I had like a payment go through that was like almost $200, and like I really had no choice but to pay for it. Like I couldn't just have it be declined. And then tack on the insufficient funds fees, and boom, I'm at like 300. Just imagine one of those Visa gift card things your relatives get you for Christmas when they don't know what to give you, but loaded with your paycheck amount. I think you get like a specific card that like gets reloaded every week or every 2 weeks. Like you just keep the card on you, and then they just like virtually load it like every 2 weeks instead of like giving you a new one every time. But I'm assuming it's, you know, basically that, just like a flimsy piece of plastic. But I mean, that's good for people who don't trust banks. There's a lot of people who don't like using banks. Well, then that seems better. Yeah, it's like, it's a refillable card that, like, just gets refilled every 2 weeks. Instead of them giving you, like, a new one. Banks are sketch with their fine print sometimes. Yeah, for sure. I'm one of those people that just, like, doesn't even, like, understand, like, why overdraft fees exist. Like, oh, you don't have enough money? Let's punish you by taking more of your money you don't have. So it's good logic. Honestly, I think it's scummy that cards by default don't decline any payments that you can't pay for. Because with most banking things, you have to, like, set it up yourself so that your account can't go negative. When that should just be the default. I think you should still be allowed to have your account be overdrafted, but I feel like it should be default that it doesn't, and not default that it does. It's because banks actually, yeah, I know, they loan out more money than they receive, so they try to make them charge someone, or some of that dividend with fees. Yeah, makes 0 cents to charge someone who has no money. My bank is set so I can't overdraft it. Like, I know that I can set it up, I just always forget to. And then even when my account does get overdrafted, it's usually not a big deal because, like, before they can charge me an overdraft fee, I just, you know, put more money into it. But, you know, I guess that's what I need a fucking credit card for, you know? Just have all my reoccurring all my reoccurring subscription shit, just have that on a credit card. And just, like, only use my credit card for shit like that. Because that would probably be a lot easier. Because it's not like, I don't even, like, it's like sub, like, I think like $60, $70, I think, for like, for back when I was paying for like multiple subscriptions, like monthly things. Good luck fucking getting one though. I mean, I've been approved for one already. Like, I did the thing and they're like, yeah, we'll send you a card, just confirm that you want one. And I just never did it. Because I was like, I don't know, do I want one? I just feel like, I don't know, I'm already so bad with money that, like, I don't know if me having a credit card is a good thing. Got denied for not having enough history last week. Like, just total, like, credit history, just in general. Basically, I just applied for the one that, because I have Credit Karma. And I just, like, they show you, like, cards that you might, like, be approved for. And I just, like, approved for the one that said I would be most likely to be approved. And then, like, obviously I, like, went to people who know about credit cards and were like, I don't know, are these numbers good? These APRs and whatever. Yeah, my only line of credit right now is student loan, so, like, I don't have a decent credit score, even though I've never missed a payment. Damn. Do you not have a line of credit through just, like... I guess that doesn't really affect your credit. I was gonna say having a good rental history, but I guess that doesn't affect your credit, really. That's more of a... It's more of just a good thing to have, I guess. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it does. I don't know. I know, like, pretty much all I have is, I mean, at first all I had was loan shit. Like, school loan shit. But now I have, like, actual, like, loan stuff. But that's just because every now and then I take out a little $500 loan when I need it. I don't have like a contract because my in-laws own the house. Just send them money under the table every month. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been on multiple leases, so like I have like a really long positive credit history or rental history. And by really long, I mean like 5 years. Doesn't mean my credit's good though. My credit's bad. Mostly from my student loan shit. Because I just kept not paying it. And then eventually it like got to the point where like I wasn't supposed to have to pay it anymore because the school got like sued and they were supposed to essentially they had to like remove loan debt from like a lot of their students, and I counted as one of them. But then even though it wasn't in my credit history anymore, like for a couple months, fucking tax season rolled around and I got my tax refund, and they took all of it and put it into the student loan debt. And then I couldn't call and complain about it because the agency that like was coming after it, like the whatever they're called, I can't think right now. Maybe because the NyQuil. Tax collectors, no. I can't remember what they're called. The people who fucking call you and be like, "Hey, you owe you owe these people money. Give us the money." But like they were in New York. Loan agency, I'd say, yeah, probably something like that. That's probably it. Even that doesn't sound right when I say it. I don't know. But basically they were located in New York. Not New York, just the state of New York. But by the time I was able to call them and like get like, because like I kept calling them and like not getting through to anybody, and they would just give up. And then one time, by the time I like finally thought I was about to reach someone, it turned out that like they were closed because of COVID. Like because New York was like the first state that got shut down, and it was like around the same time. Like I ended up getting a message that was like, "Sorry, we are currently closed because of COVID," or whatever. So you're fucking kidding me. It's fucked up. Fucking Sally Mae. It's definitely not Sally Mae. Because I would have remembered the name. Fucking Sally Mae and Fannie Mac. No, I forget what the fucking name of the company was. Yeah, like, I was so convinced that, like, a real person was about to answer the phone, because, like, it stopped ringing, and I was like, oh shit, finally. And then it was just a fucking bot telling me that their fucking shit was closed. This year I'm probably going, like, my tax refund. Not that I'll get much of a tax refund. Oh, that's probably gonna get taken by the government. Because I fucking owe like $6,000 or something. From basically my own. I mean, I feel like it would have ended up this way even if I had done what I was supposed to do, but basically, like, I collected unemployment, like, while my claim was expired because of, you know, the pandemic, so they were just like artificially extending claims. And then when it came around to them wanting me to file again, I didn't want to, and I was also kind of afraid that they were gonna want like all their money back, because like the reason, like, I quit my job and they were supposed to stop giving me unemployment and they didn't. But because I didn't reapply, I basically lost all the money they gave me from like May to June or July. And they want me to give it back. I mean, I don't lose it, they just want me to give it back. Currently in the process of filling out paperwork to get student loans expunged since I'm a public worker. Nice. Yeah, I went to the Art Institute, which is a for-profit art school, and they got sued because they're just a bad school that takes too much money from people, and they had to forgive a whole bunch of student loan debt. Never go to a for-profit school, boys and girls. They're usually shit. Because all they care about is just making money. They don't actually give a fuck about you. They're just gonna overcharge you for everything. Yeah, the feds are supposed to forgive student loan debt for like teachers, but they have been denying people like crazy recently. It doesn't really surprise me. They'll probably use some like excuse that like, you know, their systems weren't set up for it yet, so people were just getting automatically denied or something. Sorry, I was looking at my phone. Yeah, no, like... the whole student loan forgiveness thing is a great idea, but only if it is properly executed and like... you actually do what you promise you're gonna do. Because, you know, there's always that time when someone makes a promise and then when they quote-unquote fulfill that promise, it's in no way what you were actually expecting from them. Sounds like the government, exactly. It reminds me of Destiny 2, or just Destiny Bungie in general in the Destiny era, because they make changes that sound good, but then you actually experience the changes and you're like, wait, this isn't what we wanted. This isn't what we asked for. Why didn't you just do what we asked for instead of doing this thing that you're like, but this is a little better? A good example from the Destiny franchise is when they added transmog. And if you don't know what transmogging is, it's a term that I'm pretty sure is from World of Warcraft. I don't know, maybe just from MMOs in general. But it means that you could like take stats like that you like and just put them on a piece of armor that you would rather wear instead of whatever piece of armor it came on. So it's like essentially being able to wear whatever armor you want, but still being able to be optimal and like having a good build and not having to like grind as much, basically. But when they announced it and made it seem really cool, everyone was like, sick, dude, I'm gonna have this set of armor for this and this set of armor for this. But then it came out and everyone did the math and realized that without spending money on it, it would take them an entire season, which is like 2.5, 3 months, to even get one armor set fully transmogged. Or you could pay money. Give them your money. I know they're supposed to be fixing it. I don't know, maybe they already did, but still, it's like why do you think people are going to enjoy this thing? Like, you made it way too grindy. Sometimes I wonder if the split from Activision was for better or for worse. Classic pay to win. It's not even pay to win, it's just pay to have fun. Because, like, that's, like, an entire part of Destiny is, like, the fashion and, like, trying to make your character look cool. So it's not like it makes you win, but it definitely takes a part of the fun away. When it's like you could just pay for it instead. Yeah, pay to have fun. Pay to look cool. Which I guess in a way is just like essentially having more cosmetics, but when you make it so that like it seems, because when they first introduced it, they made it seem like it was mostly going to be an in-game thing. Like it wasn't, or I mean like, meaning like you weren't going to have to like, you weren't going to have to spend money on it if you wanted to get like the full set or whatever, but this wasn't really the case. Honestly, I kind of wish fucking Microsoft would have fucking scooped up Bungie after they left Activision. I mean, I don't know how much Bungie would want to go back to Microsoft, but they're doing a lot better in terms of like what they do for their developers now. Like, you know, they stay out of their way for the most part, let them make the game they want to make. Pretty much all Microsoft is doing is just throwing money at developers and being like, make good games. Which is, you know, a good road to go down to make them, you know, the better gaming company again. Or not necessarily make them the better gaming company again, but like bring the focus back to games. Because like, you know, when Xbox One came out, they had the whole debacle of like it being like not just about games, but they were like TV. You could watch TV on your Xbox, live TV, sports. You could watch sports on your Xbox. It's like, I can do that on Hulu if I want to. And Hulu's on Xbox. Although I guess Hulu didn't have live TV back then, I don't think. That was quite a while ago. The Xbox One's like initial presentation was like, I think summer of my sophomore year, so I was like 16. It was a good like 8.5 years ago when the Xbox One was unveiled. It's weird because like having the Xbox 360, even though I didn't get one like when it came out, it still felt like I had it for a really long time once the Xbox One came out. But now it feels like the Xbox One hasn't even been out for that long, but it's been like 8 fucking years. Just want good games, not just remakes of games that add one feature. Yeah, I'm kind of sad that that trend has leaked into the video game industry from like the movie industry of just constantly just remaking things. rebooting, remaking. Just fucking stop. Please, make new shit. Like, it's fine if you want to remaster an old game if it's not taking away massive amounts of time that you could be using to make a new game. Like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking probably like cream my jeans once fucking Tak and the Power of Juju finally gets the remaster that they're like working on, because I fucking love Tak. But I would still rather play a newer game. That's what emulators are for, if you want to play old games again. If you weren't aware, a large catalog of old like THQ games are being remade, and they started with Battle for Bikini Bottom, the SpongeBob game, which I think is the only one that's come out so far. Which I owned but never played, by the way. I was gonna get around to it eventually to play it on stream. That's the only reason I ever played it, is because I wanted to play it on stream and not just like play it, you know, in my room or whatever, or off stream. Even that the Tasmanian Tiger remake. My friend really liked that game. I never played it. I remember one time he was trying to like describe it to me, or not describe it to me, but like he kept saying Ty the Tasmanian Devil. I'm like, I don't think you're talking about what you think you're talking about. It took him a couple minutes, but he finally corrected himself. But like, I think before he brought it up, I like had just completely forgotten that that game existed, and then I like looked it up and I was like, oh yeah. And then, oh yeah, and then we like sat there trying to remember like what the Tasmanian Devil's name was, like, and it's like the reason why he got it mixed up is because there's Taz the Tasmanian Devil and Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. Their names are too similar. Love a good Malifor like that. Is that a word I've never heard before? Yeah, I actually just learned a new word. I love learning new words. Malifor is when you do the thing your friend did. Yeah, I looked up the definition so that I would actually know what it meant and be able to properly use it myself. Although I guess a Malifor, according to this definition, only applies to figures of speech. But I mean, I guess you could use it interchangeably. Like, say you could lead a gift horse to water, but you can't make it drink from the mouth, yeah. Or a really common one, it isn't rocket surgery, because people actually say that still. That was one of the examples Google gave me. I wonder if there's another word for like, you know, like when you jumble the letters up and what you're trying to say, or like you two of the words in your sentence just have their first letter swapped. I wonder if there's a word for that. There's definitely a German word for that, dude. There's like a German word for everything. I wouldn't be surprised. Man, what was that video I watched that was like... It was like analog... I guess not really analog horror. Or maybe it was. I don't know. But it was like... It was like a video... where like it was showing you... Oh, it was for... It was like a drug that you could take that would like allow you to feel feelings that like before like were like humans were incapable of like expressing or perceiving. The reason why I thought of that is because there were like just like on the tip of my tongue, like I can almost think of like one of them, but like I can't quite get there. Yeah, just like slowly over, like not even really slowly. It's just like progressively the pictures get like more and more like just kind of fucked up looking. Oh, you know what I think I want to do for Halloween? I think I just want to fucking sit here and watch like analog horror videos and shit like that. Like if you've ever heard of the Monument Mythos or like the Alex Kansas channel. Those videos are pretty good, although I'd skip those because I've already seen them. Or maybe I'd let you guys watch them and I'll just, you know, watch them with you. But there's also one that I haven't seen yet, which is... God, what's it called? I keep seeing it in my recommended and like meaning to subscribe to the channel so I don't forget it again. But then I'll be like, oh, I'll just remember the name. And then I forget the name again. Come on, just recommend it to me so that I can subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I think that'd probably be something fun to do on Halloween, because originally I was gonna play horror games this month, but I don't have an Xbox, so I can't. And by horror games I mean I was gonna play through the Layers of Fear franchise. And I'm scrolling pretty far down here. Dang it, I'll have to find it later. But yeah, I think it's the other one is more like supposed to be like a creepy like television channel basically. I think a lot of their videos are just talking about like there's a couple videos about just like made up like cryptos. Not when I say made up cryptos, I just mean like cryptos that don't like quote unquote exist in our world. Like they're not talking about like Bigfoot and shit. You know, they're talking about something they made up called like, I don't know, the fucking the Wig Dig Dagger or something. I don't know. Should play Amnesia. I don't know. I don't really like horror games like that. They don't do it for me. I'm more like I don't know if you've ever heard like seen any Layers of Fear or anything, but it's more of like it's more like surreal, like psychological horror. where it's just kind of like constantly like fucking with you. Doors appearing and reappearing, fucking, you know, things morphing in front of your eyes. I don't know, random shit like that. Honestly, I probably have some clips I could play for the... I mean, there's no sound to them, but like, I have a couple Layers of Fear clips from when I originally played it a couple years ago on my Xbox. They just kind of give you a feel for what the game's like. Because it was like times where like, essentially I was like, okay, I have to record this because like this genuinely made me go, oh shit, dude, what? At least it's not jump scares the game. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, jump scares are the worst. Just because like, I don't know. It's like you could just know they're coming. And I mean, I think you could do good jump scares. It's just most things that try to utilize them overuse them. And then they also make them super obvious. Like, I think some people would argue that like the tense music leading up to a jump scare makes it scarier, but I argue that it makes it obvious that it's coming, and therefore I'm not going to be scared because I know they're about to try and scare me. Although, I do like it when things play with your mind and make you think something is going to happen when nothing is going to happen. Because that's basically just fucking psychological shit. Just like fucking with you. Like the music starts to rise and then nothing happens. Obviously, you could still do that in a cheesy way too, like most horror movies do. If they do have those kinds of jump scares. Psychological thrillers are great. Split is a good movie. I've never seen it. I mean, I remember like when it came out, I almost saw it, but I never ended up watching it. But I heard good things about it. I think if I remember correctly, I kind of know what happens in the movie just because like I watched at least one video that was talking about it. / like reviewing it. But, I don't know, I would say, like, my, like, top 3, like, psychological thrillers, and they're, like, honestly the only ones I can think of, which is probably why they're my top 3, but also, they're probably also my top 3 because they're so good that they're the only 3 I can think of. But, like, Ex Machina, Nightcrawler, and It Follows, I think are all pretty good psychological thrillers. Although I guess it's easy to argue that Nightcrawler is more of just a straight up thriller. It depends on certain aspects of the movie, I guess. Every now and then, this just popped in my head because I was just thinking about like movies I like all of a sudden, and I just remembered that like every now and then I'll like suddenly remember like a movie that I really like that I watched on Netflix like fucking years ago. Like right now I just remembered fucking Lars and the Real Girl, which is basically a movie with Ryan Gosling where he like falls in love with a doll. Mannequin, basically. It Follows was weird the first time I watched it, but I like it now. I love it. I think it's great. Especially the part of, like, when they're in her room and, like, someone's knocking on the door and they're, like, asking who it is and no one responds, but then, like, the voice of their friend like comes through, and so they open the door, and then oh, it is their friend, but then fucking tall ass dude just comes in right behind her. That was actually like genuinely like unnerving. That part was shot really well. Yeah, I got to move end of November. The house I live in got bought, and they want to use it. Shit sucks, dude. Damn. Yeah, they're probably gonna fucking tear it down and try and build something a little nicer, and then slap it on Airbnb, baby. In that scenario, it's like, who should I be mad at more? The person who bought the house or the person who sold the house? I don't know, it feels like more the person who sold the house. It'd be easier to be mad at them. Because, like, you know, if they just had not sold the house, then this wouldn't be an issue. Yeah, because like 9 times out of 10, when someone like buys a house from somebody, like buys the land, whatever, and like there's someone on it who's like on a lease, whatever, they just wait till the end of the lease and they kick them out. Because they don't have, like, they're not obligated to give you another lease. Which feels very sad. It's like at this place, like, there's a chance that, like, when our current lease is up, that they might want us out of here. Like, we don't know. They might let us stay longer, or they might want us out. Because they could easily tear this house down, build up a new one, and make way more money off of this rental property than what they're making right now. Especially in the area it's in. Like, our rent is super cheap for the amount of space we have. The size of our house, the amount of yard we have, or backyard we have, even front yard too. Like, the amount of front and backyard we have, the size of the house, and the area of the house, it should be way more expensive than it is. I think in total our rent's like... I think it's like 3K split between 6 people. I pay basically like me, my mom, both my sisters, and my brother-in-law. Okay, so that's 5 people. So it's like 3K split between 5 people. So we each pay like 600 something. It's like 640. But it's a 2-story fucking, has 1, 2, 3, 4, has 5 bedrooms. It has both a kitchen upstairs and downstairs, a living room both upstairs and downstairs. It has a pretty decent kitchen. It has a bathroom upstairs, a bathroom downstairs, as well as the master bedroom, master bathroom in the master bedroom, which is upstairs. So 3 bathrooms total. All of them have showers in it, which, you know, if you've lived in a couple different places, you know, sometimes bathrooms just don't have showers in them. Sometimes they're just toilets. And then we got a pretty decent sized garage as well. And then the back and the front yard are... I mean, the biggest back and front yard that I've had since I was like 6 years old and I lived on like fucking 15 acres of land or whatever. Maybe it was more like 10 acres, I can't remember. All I know is we had a forest in our backyard. And part of the, like, a good, like, 100 feet into the forest was still considered, like, our property. It was pretty nice. It was a nice place to grow up, for sure. It didn't last forever, though, Sedge. Yeah, and the like I said, the city I live in is a more expensive city typically to live in. Shit, I mean, we were paying more for the place we had before this, and that was, that one was, like, quite a bit smaller. Two bedrooms total with a mother-in-law room. Mother-in-law room was my bedroom. Kitchen was super small. Hopefully, like, worst case scenario, they just raise the rent. Like, I'd be okay with paying a little bit more rent, as long as I don't have to move again. Fucking hate moving. Did the music stop, or is it just really quiet? Alright, cool. Fuck you, I guess. Don't shuffle my music, that's fine. It got to not even the end of the playlist, and then just decided it wasn't gonna play another song next. I want to play this song. Hello? Are you loading? There we go. I'm definitely starting to feel this fucking NyQuil, man. Yeah, Slaughter, sorry about having to fucking move. Like I said, I hate moving, so, you know, my condolences. And I guess having to do something so short notice, too. I mean, it's a little more than a month, but still. But welcome to stream. Hopefully everything else is good. Glad to have you. Oh, man. How long have we been streaming for? Like an hour 20? I gotta go at least 2 hours. I don't know, maybe, like, I know, like, it's definitely possible to, like, fight through the sleepiness, and then, like, after a little bit, you just kind of, like, bounce back and you're fine. But, I can't always get through that period of being just super duper sleepy. Especially because I really like sleeping. So, like, if I'm really tired, I just take a fucking nap. That or I just lay in my bed for a little bit. Because, like, I've noticed, just like, even if I set an alarm, I tend to just, like, nap for too long. Like, I'll just keep going back to sleep because I'm still tired. And then I end up, you know, sleeping for like 4 hours. So but lately I've just, when I get tired enough, if I don't want to, like, end up napping all day, I just lay in my bed for a little while, and technically that should make you more tired. But usually after like 30 minutes or so, I'm not as tired anymore. I just like lay in bed and just sit on my phone. It almost feels like it's more like my body just being like, hey, you want to lay down for a little while? I really hope I sound better tomorrow, because I don't even care if I feel better. Basically, as long as I'm not congested anymore, then I can be at work. Because, like, the only reason I can't be there is because I sound sick. Because I'm fucking congested. Although it's, you know, the NyQuil is making it a little bit better, so hopefully we'll be good in the morning for work. I need money really bad. I was gonna say, hey, if I get like $40 in the next, you know, couple days or whatever, I'll be able to get my payout. But then I realized it's already the 14th. And I think last I looked at it, it said that my payout date is like on the 12th instead of the 15th. So it like checks every like 12th instead of the 15th like I thought it did. Yeah, about like 60 bucks or something, I don't know. I don't look at it super often because it's, you know, no point in just sitting there thinking about it all the time. I'm not here to make money. You know, if I do, that's cool, but like I've said a million times, I don't need to make money to enjoy streaming, and it's not my main reason for streaming. Honestly, most of the time I go out of my way to tell people not to sub to me. Especially like when I did ad breaks, I'd always just be like, yeah, don't sub, just get like a VPN or something. Because I don't know, like I don't want you to sub just so you don't get ads. Like I want you to sub because you want to sub, you know? Oh man, I just fucking remembered the follower emote thing that's being beta tested. If you aren't aware, they're currently beta testing with partners a feature called follower emotes, so that like there are emotes you could use just for being a follower, instead of only getting sub emotes, which I think will be a really cool change if it ends up going through. Speaking of ads and subs, have you heard of my good buddies over at NordVPN? I feel like NordVPN is one of those things that like people think it's good because YouTubers advertise it everywhere, but like in actuality it's kind of shit. It's like Raycons. Like every fucking, you know, every other YouTuber will tell you Raycons are dope because they have to. But like if you watch like videos of like actual like audio engineers, audio technicians, like people who know shit about sound, like reviewing Raycons, like, yeah, these are garbage. Like these aren't worth the money that you spend on them. It's like when Beats were hella popular. Beats were never good. It's just people thought they were because they were expensive and because Dr. Dre. Like, Beats headphones literally just boosted everything. Like, they boosted the highs, they boosted the lows, and then they boosted the bass. Which, you know, doesn't necessarily always equal better sound quality. Like, Beats, I think even Raycons, that's like one of the complaints I've seen from people who actually like know shit about audio, is that like all they do is just like the only thing that is different about Raycons is that the fucking bass is just fucking cranked up super fucking high. And for some reason when people listen to like super bassy headsets, they're like, wow, these are really good because I could hear the bass. There's more to music than just the bass. It's like, I guess it'd be different if, like, if Raycons weren't overpriced because a famous person made them. Or I guess not makes them, but is associated with them. They're basically named after him. Even though I'm sure he had no hand in the process of making them. Or even coming up with the idea for them. Company probably approached him and were like, hey, let's fucking collab. Make a product. Honestly, like, if I'm not, like, going somewhere, I always prefer, like, actual headphones, like, over-the-ear ones. But if I'm, like, going out, like, walking somewhere or whatever, then I prefer in-ear. Because I don't know, I feel like I just look like a fucking weirdo if I'm walking around with a big-ass, like, headset. But over-the-ear headphones do make it a lot more obvious that you're listening to music, so people just leave you the fuck alone. But if you're using like Bluetooth earbuds, it's so easy for people to not see them and just like to start talking to you. Like headphones over earbuds for sure, yeah. I mean, I definitely need a new headset for sure. This one's pretty old. I want to get one that is the same brand, but newer, more expensive. Like, one that comes with like a mix amp, so that I can like mix separate audios, like differently. Which would be nice. And then also, they're more soundproof, which I would enjoy. I think I could technically even buy the soundproofing for these ones, but I think I'd rather just get a new headset first. Because the soundproofing's like fucking, I don't know, like 70 bucks, 60 bucks. That's how much I spent on this headset. And actually, the only reason I even still have this headset is because instead of buying a new one, when it stopped working, I was just like, let's just replace the the headset cable and see if that works. And it did, so I still use them. I've replaced the headset cable 3 times. Although, those 3 replacements all took place in like a week. Because I bought one, and then it didn't, like, it stopped working, like, within a couple days, and then I returned it and bought another one, and then my dog fucking chewed it up, and then I bought another one, and that's the one that I'm currently using. My dog, literally, like, I was sitting in my room on my, like, little couch thing, you know, I think I was watching something, and my dog was laying on my bed to my left, and the headset cable was, like, on the bed a little bit, because it was pretty long, and, like, I was just watching something, and then, like, slowly the audio, like, started cutting out, and I was like, oh, it's, you know, I just need to mess with the cable, it does that, like, you know, it just does that, and then I'm like messing with it, it's like, oh, this isn't working, and then I fucking look over at my dog, and she just has the cable in between her paws, and she's just fucking going at it, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Fucking lucky she didn't get electrocuted. Yeah, she, like, had, like, the cable, like, with a loop, like, between her paws, and she was just sitting there, like, chewing on, like, the apex of the loop. Dogs love eating shit. I mean, she doesn't chew on my shit anymore, because she knows better. She chews on other people's shit, because I don't give a fuck. Like, if she was actually my dog, I would care if she chewed on other people's stuff, but she's not my dog. So I don't care. Just don't chew on my stuff and it's cool. I think the last time she chewed on something of mine, it was just because she was, like, frustrated. Because she was, like, locked in my room and she was lonely. Yeah, she's actually my brother-in-law and my sister's dog, who I live with. It's just I do, like, 90% of what goes into taking care of her. Yeah, she chews on their stuff still. And every time it happens, I'm just like, well, stop leaving shit on the floor. I don't know what to tell you. They have a bad habit of not cleaning up after themselves, so there tends to just be a bunch of shit on the floor that she can chew up. And I guess a lot of times it's not their messes they aren't cleaning up, it's their 3-year-old daughter's messes that they aren't cleaning up. Which, you know, there's like little toys and stuff for Millie to be like, ooh, I'm gonna chew on this. This looks like the dog toy that I could chew on. Not your dog, not your problem. Exactly. Why do I have to discipline your dog from eating, like, because it ate your stuff, you know? Like, I'm sorry that your own dog doesn't respect you enough to not chew on your shit. She seems to respect me enough to not chew on my shit. She knows better now. But I mean, it doesn't help that, like, yeah, she really loves my brother-in-law. But, like, he doesn't really give her very much attention, like, at all. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why she's, like, still kind of obsessed with him, because he was one of the first people that she, like, got used to and liked when she was brought to our house, because she was, like, super skittish and, like, super scared and just kind of, like, hid in the corner for a while. But, like, yeah, he, like, never gives her any attention whatsoever. And then my sister, like, just doesn't want the dog in her space, period. So, like, 9 times out of 10, she's telling her to go away. Basically, my sister's one of those people that just thinks it's absolutely disgusting to let a dog lick you, and, like, just doesn't want, like, an animal on her, period. Like, doesn't want, like, you know, a dog or a cat, like, in her lap, or, like, just, like, in her face. Like, it's not even just that she thinks it's gross that if a dog licks your face. She thinks it's gross if a dog licks you, period. Like, even if it's just, like, your hand. Or your arm. So why get the dog in the first place? Well, Nick, my brother-in-law, likes dogs. I mean, technically so does my sister. But my sister is more of the kind that thinks that dogs are meant to be outside all the time. Basically, kind of like my mom. And then, like, Nick really likes dogs. He's just, like, he's just too lazy to ever want to put in the effort to like, hang out with her or whatever. Like, he does every now and then, but he just doesn't do much. But they mostly got it for my niece, for their daughter, so she could have, like, a little puppy to grow up with, and, like, you know, they play together and stuff. That's nice. Like, they're, you know, they love each other, doggy and baby. She's a little rough sometimes, and Millie the dog is kind of small, so, you know, she doesn't just put up with it like a bigger dog would. But, you know, I think they're good for each other. They have fun. But no, like, literally like a month before they got her, they were like, so if we got a dog, would you be willing to help take care of it? And I was like, how much do you need to help take care of it? Because I'm not gonna do that much because I don't want to. It's not my dog. And then, you know, they came home with a dog because they went and visited some family friends a couple hours away, and they had just had a whole bunch of puppies because a dog, like, basically the kid of the family, like, had a dog and just, like, never got it neutered, so it just ended up, you know, getting another dog pregnant, and then they had all the puppies, and basically they're like, here, have dog, take, and then they took the dog. I mean, that's why she was so scared when she got here, because she was just handed off to new people and then sat in a crate in a car for like 2 hours and then was brought into like a new place. So yeah, of course she's gonna be like fucking wary and scared. But personally, we all think that at least once, like, either the son or the mom or the dad of like the, you know, the family friends, one of the three at some point we think probably hit her, like, and not just like giving her a little pop, but like genuinely like hit her. And she's just like, she's way too skittish around people. Especially people who are standing. And like, anytime you raise your voice at her, she like... She always thinks she thinks she's in a lot more trouble 90% of the time than she is. And I think it's just because she's always expecting... I think she's just always expecting to get more in trouble than like we actually punish her. Cause yeah, I just like fucking, I just like give her a couple little pops on the butt, and just like, tell her no in a stern voice, or what have you. But no, I feel like they must have at least hit her a couple times. Just cause, yeah, she's like, we've had her for, however long now, like over 6 months. Or a year and 6 months? I can't remember. And she's still super skittish around people. I mean, she's starting to get better, but she still fucking barks her head off anytime someone she doesn't recognize or someone who's not normally in the house comes inside. Now I think it's usually after like 5 minutes or so of them being in the house, she kind of just gets over it and calms down. But then like, as soon as they stand up again, it's boom, that she's back to barking. Like if you're sitting down, she'll come up next to you and like, kind of like, warily kind of like greet you. But then as soon as you stand up again, it's back to fucking defensive mode. She never bites though. She's not a biter. She just growls. Growls and barks. Yeah, like if she's like growling and barking at you and you just like walk towards her, she'll just run away. I'm guessing you meant to say gotcha. I feel like I only just now noticed your last message because it's so short and it was right after a link that like my brain was only recognizing that the link was posted. Because I feel like that's normally how I realize a new message was posted, because like I can just kind of see the new lines of text like out of my peripheral vision. But I think because it was so short, I didn't like notice it right away. Because normally I'm pretty on top of it. I mean, I was one of those people who like would watch Twitch streamers that like smaller ones and be like, man, how are you missing these messages when they're someone who avidly reads chat? But then I started streaming and I also started missing messages just because I didn't like look far enough up on the chat. So it's really easy to miss messages even when your chat isn't moving quickly. Oh, am I finally getting hungry? I haven't been hungry all day, but now I'm actually kind of starting to feel it. What do I even have to eat? Could make some rice and meat. Forgot I had rice. Oh, something I forgot to mention. I mean, some people might have noticed, but at the top, the little, like, follow goal, I decided just to change it to have it be, have 200 be the event, and just pretend like I never said that I was going to do an event at 150. Because, I mean, at this point, I'm probably going to have at least 200 followers by the time I have enough money, like in-game money, to pay for the event, so it's like, I might as well. Because I already couldn't think of anything to do for 200, so... What am I at? 10,744. Man, I've been sloughing on fucking getting encounters in. I got this Pidgey on the 3rd, which was 11 days ago. I've gotten this 10,747 encounters in 10 days. Which is pretty low. I think before I like basically the last like shiny I got at like 30k, which I believe was, yeah, it was Pidgey, my last shiny. That took me about a week, if I remember correctly. Let's see, Politoed was the 25th, and then Pidgey was, what was it again? The 3rd. So a little more than a week. This was 8 days later. Almost exactly 8 days later, too. I just noticed the catch times. 9:24 p.m., 9:42 p.m. Almost exactly 8 days later. But yeah, this bird was actually a little over 30k, but below 31k. And then this frog was like 6,000 encounters. That Pidgey was a single encounter, which I'm still pretty in awe about, even though it was, you know, almost 2 weeks ago. Today I added like a couple new commands, but I'm trying to remember if I added anything that wasn't just the lurk and the watch time one. Did I? No, I think I only did... I think the only other ones I did was the VIP sounds, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there's also a lurk command now. This is what it's like.
Wait, that's illegal.
Lurky is illegal and punishable by death. It's not true. I love my lurkers, but I also like to bully my chat, so there you go. That's why the fucking the watch time command is like the most bully-esque thing. Because watch time is supposed to, like, exclamation point watch time is like normally in a stream would tell you how long you've been watching that stream for, like in total, like been in chat basically. But this is what mine does.
You spend far too much time with your computer. It's not healthy.
It's my life.
That's so very, very sad.
I like it. You've been watching Cult Classic TV stream for too long. Go outside. And I'm really glad I found that sound clip, because I've never heard that before, but it's like from like an old cartoon. I forget what I typed in to find it. Oh, I think I literally just looked up "that's sad." Because I tried other things and I just wasn't getting anything good enough. And so then I just tried "that's sad" as a search term. And one of the things that came up was that video, and it just so happened to work perfectly. It's a little long, but I like it. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone. Is Tort on here? I do a little bit of moderating in Nax Discord now, but mostly just for like doing the shiny OT board and stuff like that. Trying to see if the last guy who posted a shiny is on the list. I don't think they are, unless their in-game name isn't the same as their Discord name. I might have to tell Knack to add them. I think I'm supposed to have permissions to edit this post, but I don't. Because I'm pretty sure, I think Puis, or Puis, I can't remember how his name is pronounced. I think he used to be able to change it, but I don't know for sure. I think he might have just forgotten to give me the permission, because see, can I edit these? No, okay. No, I just think that there's no permission for it, and you can't edit people's posts even if you're a mod. Maybe Nat can, but it's funny because basically all I volunteered to do was update the weekly OT board, which is basically like when someone in the Discord finds a shiny, they're like, there's like a weekly thing where, you know, post their name, the thing they found, and then like a nice little fan art of that Pokemon. But that's basically all I was just like, hey, I can take care of this now that the person who normally takes care of it is banned. And I did, without realizing that meant modding me. And then like people were like, you know, welcome to being a mod. And I was like, what? And then I realized it. I didn't want this much power. I just wanted to change the OT board. No, that's cool. I just won't be like a moderator, like moderating things. I'm just gonna do the board stuff. Man, I can't wait till I have some expendable income to upgrade my computer. No one man should have all that power. No one man should have all that power. It's from a song. Is that from a Kanye West song? I don't know. As I'm like imagining what the lyrics sound like in my head, I can only picture Kanye West's voice saying it. Kanye West song, that's what I thought. Off of Graduation, if you remember correctly. Yeah, I think that was one of his, like, big radio songs. I looked it up to find the name of it. The name of the song is Power, of course. Yeah, I feel like that, like, the name sounds familiar, so I feel like that might have been one of his, like, bigger radio hits. Was it a commercial like a couple years ago? Depending on how many years ago it actually was, there's a good chance I never saw that commercial. Because I stopped watching real TV when I was like 17. So I haven't been seeing modern television ads in a very long time. It's so weird now when, like, I do sit down and, like, I'm at someone's house or something and the TV's on and I, like, see the commercials, like, man. Commercials are just kind of, like, just as dumb as they used to be. They haven't really changed much. I was watching a car commercial. I was like, wow, this feels like a car commercial I saw, like, 6 years ago. Like, I think they were even using phrases that I remember being used in an older car commercial. I can't remember what it was though, but I was like, I feel like I've heard this before, but this is definitely a new car commercial. Feels like a commercial for like a RAV4 or something, I don't know. Oh, apparently there's people in this world who pronounce the RAV and RAV4 as rave. Or they just pronounce the whole thing as rave. Because I guess a 4 is an E. If anything, a 4 is an A, okay? Yeah, I had this discussion with Knack. It's for sure RAV4, not rave. Yeah, because the 4 in RAV4 stands for all-wheel drive, isn't it? Or four-wheel drive. Like, that's why there's a 4. Yeah, he was like, I don't know, people around here just say rave. And I was like, well, I think they're stupid. Learn to read. Oh, and then through that conversation, he also learned, through me, what leet speak is. I mean, he knew what it was, but didn't know that it had, like, a word for it. Like, he didn't know the word leet. Or leet speak. Jeezy himself declared, so when he said, what you think I rap for, to push a motherfucking rap for? Yeah. What you think I rap for, to push a motherfucking rap for? I like my flow. I guess the proper thing to say would, I mean, I guess flow comes into that too, but I guess what was really different about how I said that would have been my cadence, if anything. But I guess cadence and flow are kind of similar. Ugh. Sleepy boy. I'm like having trouble keeping my eyes open now. What, Nilly? Is somebody home and I didn't hear them? She's whining like she wants to go say hi. Did somebody get home and I didn't hear it? Let's go check. I'll be right back. I just scared myself, by the way, because I forgot that my chair was in recline mode and it went really far back and I thought I was gonna fall. But I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. My brother-in-law got home. But he's taking a shower, so puppy has to come back in my room. Because she's not supposed to be in the living room by herself. Standing up definitely perked me up a little bit. Usually does, but it doesn't last long. If my brother-in-law has anything to smoke, then he'll probably ask if I want to smoke here after he's done showering in like 10 minutes. So perhaps that would help me stay awake, being high for a little bit. But it could also just make me immediately even more tired. Because that's like, for me, that's like the toss-up with like smoking when I'm tired. It's either going to help me wake up a little bit, but then eventually like make me crash again. But then otherwise, it just makes me more tired. Just like immediately. That happened during like my first attempted 24-hour stream. I fucking went out and smoked some weed at like 4 AM, and when I came back, I just like could barely keep my eyes open anymore. What time did I stop? I remember I can remember. So I started streaming at 6 p.m. and I only went for 18 hours. So I streamed until 12, until the afternoon. Which means I still streamed for like an extra 8 hours, I guess, after smoking that weed. But pretty much for those whole 8 hours, I was like, alright, I'm super tired now, but if I just keep waiting, eventually I'll get a second wind. And then 8 hours later, and I still didn't get a second wind. I finally just stopped streaming because, like, I was, like, micro-sleeping. Like, just, like, falling asleep for, like 5-10 seconds at a time. But then I like hit a point where like I fell asleep for like more than 30 seconds and or no, I think it was like a little more than a minute. And I was like, okay, I should just go to bed. Oh, it's fucking daytime now. I guess it hasn't been daytime for that long. Only 38 in-game minutes. Why does it matter what time of day it is? Because Drowsy, the main Pokemon I'm hunting for, only appears in that grass at nighttime. Otherwise, it's always over here. Just this is farther away. And also, I kind of want a shiny Magnemite too. So, you know. Might as well hunt there when I can. My fucking dog threw up today. And, I looked at it, and it was mostly dirt and pine needles. Why is she eating dirt and pine needles? I don't know. Maybe it's not on purpose. I feel like I think maybe she just ends up getting like a lot of dirt and like other grass and pine needles and all that, just like ends up eating it basically because like when we play Frisbee, it like gets in her mouth and shit. Or like where she just like gets a mouthful of grass or whatever. Like there's been a couple times where she's ran back to me with the Frisbee, and then when I pulled the Frisbee out of her mouth, like a bunch of grass came out just because like when she dove to get it, she just got a mouthful of fucking like dirt and grass. Although grass is good for dogs to eat, just not a lot. Obviously. It's good for their digestion. Man, I'm so bad at being a streamer. In terms of like trying to like not keep up with you guys, but like just like talk about what's going on in my life. Not even like bad things, but like the thing I was thinking about was there was like a patch of rhubarb that just like randomly started growing in our backyard like over the summer. And I posted a couple pictures of it, but like I had intended to take like progress pictures like every week. And now it's like it's dead and gone, and I didn't say anything. It's like, I mean, not like anyone actually cares, but it's like, I don't know, it makes it feel more personal if I'm like, you know, updating you guys on shit that's happening in my life. That's the reason I made the whole cult leader point of view channel. Rhubarb is dope. I've never... That's not true. I was gonna say I've never had rhubarb, but I've had, like, rhubarb strawberry pie, so I guess technically I have. My mom was supposed to make some rhubarb strawberry pie after doing a couple harvests of the rhubarb, but then she never did. And I think it's been thrown away at this point. Sad. I mean, it got pretty big. We harvested it a couple times. It's just, we ended up getting moles, and they kept digging underneath it, which ended up slowly killing it, and then we just, you know, removed the rest of it. It like, I'm kind of unsure about like if we have a mole problem or not. I mean, it's like it's the time of the year where they're gonna stop, you know, digging as much, but like we only got a couple like mounds in the yard, and they're all kind of located around the same like 10-foot perimeter basically. And it makes me think that like it's just that those were the only spots where we were seeing their holes. Or that it's like either because it's like either we had like a pretty decent like mole problem, or we had like a not that bad mole problem. But like it'd probably be good to know, because if they come back next year, we're gonna need to actually do something about it. Because moles can fucking fuck up the foundation of your house. And it's really easy to kill them. Oh, why would you kill them? They're nice little moles. Well, if I called an exterminator, they'd kill them too, so it's like, what are my choices? I'm not gonna wrangle moles. And when I say it's easy to kill them, I mean if you literally just like leave juicy fruit where they could get it, they'll eat it and they'll die. It's like, yeah, if I called an exterminator, they'd, you know, they'd kill them too, so. I'm not gonna fucking wrangle some live moles out of my property. They'll just come back. I say my property. It's not my property. It's a rental. It's a rental, and I'm not even the main tenant. That would be my sister and my brother-in-law, aka my sister and her husband. Did the music stop again? God, it stopped on the same song too. It's literally the exact same song that it stopped on last time. God damn it. YouTube, why are you such garbage? Alright, let's do a refresh. Do a little refresh. Wait for the menu to load, or whatever it's called, so I can click shuffle. Now it's just gonna sit here and be frozen. There we go. Oh my god, stop being so shitty. My computer's so bad. Alright. Let's test it out. Song's gonna end, and now it's gonna play the next song. Right? Right? Yes. And now, because fucking this stupid fucking encounter counter, never stays in its spot. I have to do this again. That's one of the frustrating things about this encounter counter is that for some reason, specifically on the monitor that I usually play MMO on, or it's the monitor I play on when I'm streaming, only on that monitor when I like collapse MMO or reopen it, it won't keep the counter where it already, like where it initially was. It always either puts it in the center or moves it to the far left. But when it's on, when MMO is on my other monitor and I do that and then I you know reopen it, it's in the exact same spot it was when I collapsed it / closed it. And I don't understand why. And it wouldn't be an issue if like the capture, because basically how I have the counter on screen is I'm capturing the counter itself separately as like a window, but when you do that, it's literally like a whole like 1080 by 720 or whatever, just like blue screen, then with the counter up in the corner of it, like really small. And so like I have to like crop the fuck out of it, and if it moves at all, I have to like put it back where it was. I'm sure it's something you could fix with coding or, you know, whatever. But it's not, I don't know, it's not a big enough of an issue to have it like up on the priority list of bug fixes. Because the other counter, if you screen captured it, it just did the counter. There was no extra space for like an entire window. But with this one, there's just like a whole invisible bit window for that. I do that for trackers when I play randomizers, and I feel it. Yeah, it's just so annoying. I think I guess I should go look at the forums again and see, because I remember the creator of the mod for the counter, they sent me something on the, when I basically told them the issue I was having. They sent me something that was like, if you capture it this way, it should just be the box and not like the whole thing with all the blank space as well. But he showed me on one of the other streaming softwares, and it's not the one I use, so like I was just kind of confused by looking at it. But maybe if I don't know, maybe if I look at it again, I could figure it out, get it to work for this one, because it is super frustrating and I hate having to do it every time. Especially because like my computer's shit, and when I'm on the game screen, it needs to be in performance mode, which means I can't see the stream preview. And in order to readjust the counter, I have to you know, disable stream performance mode. But a lot of times Streamlabs is just frozen, and so like it just doesn't work if I try to disable performance mode. That, or like I click on it and then it works like 10 minutes later. I think technically I could play without performance mode on if I didn't have stream avatars running in the background, but I hate reopening it, like opening it and reopening it over and over again. It's so annoying. I mean, like today obviously it's not a big deal because no one is using it for anything, but on days when like people are using the avatar wheel, or they're like trying to gamble, or they want to do battle royales, it's like I just have to like repeatedly keep opening it and closing it. And when I'm already streaming, it takes a couple minutes for it to like fully open, because it like on startup it uses like a fuck ton of GPU, so it like throttles my GPU. Kind of throttles the CPU too, but not as bad. Oh, I'm getting so hungry now. Guess I might be making some rice tonight. Some rice and chicken, probably. Man, cooking rice on a flat top stove versus cooking it on like what's it called when it's not a flat top? The ones where you can actually see the fucking fire. I guess it's like an electric versus gas, basically. But like cooking rice on an electric oven is so much different than cooking on a gas or a stove. Sorry, electric stove or like versus a gas stove. It's so different. Like gas stoves just cook shit quicker, just straight up. And when like the last like 5+ years of your life have been with electric stoves, it's kind of hard. The last 2 times I made rice, I overcooked it. I mean, like, it was still edible. It's just, you know, wasn't perfect. It's why I'm kind of tempted to just straight up buy a rice cooker. Because, man, a rice cooker can just fucking perfectly cook that shit. I remember at the last place we lived, we had one roommate for a little while who like cooked a lot, and like a lot of times he just made like rice and like fried meats basically. And he always used his like a rice cooker, and his rice was always just fucking just fucking chef's kiss. I kind of want to ask him what rice he buys, because I have a feeling that that's part of where the taste comes from, is that I'm not buying the same kind of rice that he does. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, because he buys like the big bags of like the Chinese rice, where like they're almost like it's almost like they're in not straw bags, in like potato sack-esque bags. I'm pretty sure that's the kind of rice he would buy. Last rice I bought was just like store brand white rice. I also need to learn to make the fucking meats that he made, because like it was just chicken and like you know, steak and shit, but like the way he fried it up just made it taste so fucking good. Because like if like I knew how to make it how he made it, bro, like for a while I could just live off of rice and meat and be good. Just like live that cheap life. Obviously the most I'd be spending would be on the meat, because rice is really cheap. Yeah, just like some nice rice with some nice fried meats, dude. It's a great combination. Now, I can't understand people who just eat rice by itself. I mean, maybe I could eat rice by itself if I like threw some sauce in there. But like, I can't just eat rice. I was gonna say, it's kind of like pasta, where I can't just eat pasta with nothing else in it. if it's just like pasta and sauce. But that's not true because I eat macaroni like by itself. If I can, I'll throw like bacon bits or something in it. But I mean, I eat macaroni by itself, decent amount. But if I can, I do throw shit in there. If it's not meats, it's like, I don't know, like French fried onions if I got it. It's two things that I can put on almost anything. French fried onions and bacon bits. Or just, you know, bacon in general. I can also eat both of those things by themselves. Yeah, dude, I fucking love French fried onions. You ever have, French fried onion chicken? It's, you know, you just, like, make chicken, but, like, the breading is French fried onions instead. It's bomb as fuck, dude. I made my mom make it, like, when I was in high school, and she, like, wasn't sure about it, but then even, like, she liked it, and then even my sister, who, like, hates onions, liked it, but she also didn't know that it was French fried onions. My mom didn't tell her that. She just said it was breading. Alright, man, I'm head off to bed. Good luck with the rest of the stream. Thank you very much, Coach Lance. I appreciate you dropping by and hanging out, chatting it up. I hope you get some nice rest. Hope you have a decent day tomorrow. Hope you have a good day, even. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. It's always nice seeing you. Don't know how much longer I'm going to be streaming for, so probably won't be missing too much. I don't know, it depends on if I suddenly am awake all of a sudden, then I'll probably stream more, but I'm still pretty fucking tired. Doesn't help that I've been working a lot too. And like, I'm not used to it anymore. Like, eventually I'll be back to working, I'll be back to being used to working 40 hours again, but I am not there yet. It is exhausting. I mean, even after, like, you know, a couple months, it's still gonna be pretty tiring, because it's, you know, 40 hours a week on your feet all day, but you eventually just kind of get used to it. It doesn't bother you as much. I definitely need to get new shoes soon, though, or else I'm gonna start having fucking pains in the arches of my feet again, like I used to when I was younger. Because I pretty much only wear Converse, and I've been like that since, like, my sophomore year in high school. Maybe even my freshman year in high school. But, when you have high arches and you wear flat shoes, it's not a good combo. I eventually started having, like, weird, like, tension pains in, like, the arch of my foot. Like, when I would take a step every now and then, like, it would just feel really tight. And if I keep working in them, it's gonna start happening again. I really need to buy some, like, decent work shoes that are actually comfortable to work in. Why do I only wear Converse? Because they're the only shoes I actually like the way they look. Like, I don't really like any other shoes. Why do I wear them if they're not comfortable? Because usually I don't wear them for that long, to where it becomes an issue. Or I'm not, like, on my feet enough for it to be a problem. Like, 8 hours is fine. Like, you know, like, shift-wise, or even just hanging out-wise. Like, wearing them for 8 hours isn't that big of a deal. It's when I'm wearing them for, like, 8 hours multiple days in a row. And, if you know me, you know I don't go out that often. You know, I don't ever go out, so... And that's the only time I need to put on shoes, is when I'm going out. an idea just popped into my head. What day is Halloween this year? Calendar. Ew, put me in the big view, not the small baby view. Get me back into big view, there we go. It's on a Sunday this year. Just thinking, like, if I could get my friend down here to, like, hang out on Halloween. Maybe have him, like, on stream or something. It'd be nifty. Wonder who else is streaming MMO right now. Well, why do I wonder that? Because I might be raiding someone soon. Random person I've never seen before. I feel like I've seen this person's channel before. I guess I'm mostly just checking if anybody I know is streaming. Oh, Marky's actually streaming? That's surprising. I guess that makes sense. That's why he's not in here. Not saying I'm so good that, like, they should always be in my stream, but they, like, if they aren't streaming and I'm streaming, and they're usually here. Yeah, there's not really too many people on right now. There's me, SGG, and Marky of people I recognize. How many other English streamers are there, though? This person's title is in English, and they don't have any other language in their tag, so I'm gonna guess they're English? English, Portuguese, Spanish, English, Spanish, Spanish, Portuguese, Spanish, Spanish, English, Spanish, English, English, English. Oh, Poi Moi. I saw him in, or her, I don't know. Saw them in Nax stream today, I believe. Who's this person? Let's see, what do you play? So I'm guessing she just started MMO? I think so, yeah. Just playing through Sinnoh. Maybe they'll play through the whole game. We'll get us a new addicted player. Hell yeah. Need to grow that community. Not my community, the MMO community. How many people do we have in here right now? 3? I don't know, I usually don't raid if I don't have at least like 5 people. Because I mean, I think at least one of those is my bot. If I'm not mistaken. But I might be wrong. It says Coach is lurking. Got Sir Worcestershire, who is always lurking. And then there's a couple other names in here, but it's impossible to ever tell if they're real viewers or if they're bots that just like chill in streams. Because if you stream, you'll notice that there's like a lot of bots that just like hang out in streams and like don't sub or follow, or like don't follow or like say anything. And I think a lot of them are just I think a lot of them are like Twitch bots, like Twitch moderation bots. Because even if you ban like every single one you see, the next day you'll have an entire list of new ones. Because I think Pub Action Wade kept doing that. Kept like just banning the people who weren't following and weren't saying anything just because he assumed they were bots. But it's like the next day he just had a bunch more. That's why I honestly think they're just Twitch moderation bots. Another a very recognizable one is the account called Another TTTV Viewer. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Pretty sure they're not a real person. I see them in almost every MMO streamer stream, and they don't follow any of them. So I'm pretty sure it's just a moderation bot. I mean, I saw them in my streams before I even played MMO. They were like the one bot that I always saw. I don't think they're here now, though. Nah. I think I might have banned it. Thinking that would do something. Alright, after these next two hordes, I'm gonna take a bathroom break. And then I will be back. Let's go heal, get the PP back up. Oh, and we're at 11k now, so I think I'll start with Nidorino next. So let's go ahead and move over there. Boom, now that's my default PC that I can teleport to. Just gonna go to the spot. And oh, got an encounter. Just get a shiny Nidorina. It's not what I wanted. The heck? The heck, dude. No, that'd be pretty cool. Alright. I'm gonna switch to the BRB screen. And then, yeah, I'll be right back. I almost forgot to unmute myself. I am back. Or was I muted at all that entire time? I don't even know. Maybe I wasn't even muted. Either way, I'm back now, so. Let's, switch back to Pokemon. Get in some Nidorinos. I think I'm getting a fever again. That's always fun. It's like not even... It's like not even 60 degrees in my room. It's like probably like 55 degrees in my room and I'm fucking getting hot. That's how I know I probably have a fever. I think I'll stream for like another 16 minutes or so. Just till we hit the 3-hour mark. Call it there. I think I'm gonna try and do... Like, if I work tomorrow, I'm gonna try and do an early stream. But it'd be pretty early, because... Unless I take a shower tonight. I would not have a ton of time because I would need to leave at like 1:30. I usually don't wake up super early, so. And I'll probably try some. Sup, Pimpin'? Sup, Zombie King? What's going on? Welcome, welcome. I have a cold, and all we had to take was NyQuil, so I am very sleepy right now. You sort of came at a bad time again, but at least this time I'm still going for like another 15 minutes, you know? That's at least a little bit longer. You got the vid, huh? Nah, I just got a cold from my fucking niece. If it was fucking COVID, I could probably get paid for the couple days I've missed from work. Because like I sound a little better now, but like I'm still a little like I don't know, maybe I still sound a little congested. I can't really tell, honestly. I still feel congested, but like I went into work and they literally like, you sound sick, you can't be here. And I was like, okay. But it's like, yeah, like literally all I've had is just like, I've been congested. Had a little bit of a cough, but that could also just be from smoking. And I guess I keep getting a little warm, but nothing crazy. Like I'm not running like a fucking 100+ fever or anything. You sound just as super awesome and fucking dope as ever. Thanks, cool. Thanks for the compliment. Those are the exact words that you used. Lol, yep. Yeah, see, I'm not bad at reading. I read it right. I swear I'm literate. It's not just a facade. You read it perfect? Yeah, awesome. Hog. Me, good at reading. By the way, there's 2 new commands because people kept asking for them. There is the watch time command, which doesn't do what most people think it'll do. It does this.
You spend far too much time with your computer. It's not healthy.
It's my life.
That's so very, very sad.
Just, you know, bully my chat a little bit. Why don't you just chase away your cold with whiskey like a real man does? Well, 1, because I only take shots of whiskey. I don't drink whiskey. 2, I don't have any money. It's a sick command, bro. Yeah, normally a watch time command is supposed to tell you like how much time you've spent in the stream. But no, mine just bullies you. Then take shots, Pussy. That still doesn't change the fact that I don't have any money. And if I did have money, I'd rather buy weed than alcohol. TBH. Although smoking when you're sick kind of sucks. But it makes it a little less annoying once you're actually high. True. True, true, true. Weed will make your cold worse, yes, but being high will make it not as bad. It'll make it less miserable. Just because you think about it less. Does take your mind away from thinking about sick, though? Yeah, exactly. Dude, fucking smoking with a sore throat is the worst. It's not fun. Or smoking with a sore throat and like a stuffy nose. It's even worse. Word. Like, there's been so many times that I've basically had strep throat and just smoked anyways, and like, man, on those, when you're actually doing the hits, it sure is miserable. It does not feel very good. Been there, done that. Because, like, my other option, besides not smoking, is... I mean, my other option besides smoking while being sick is not smoking. And if I just didn't smoke, then I'd feel even worse, because I'd start going through mild withdrawals like someone who smokes every day does. Gonna get a flu shot this season? I already got one. Hey, maybe that's why I'm sick. First ever. I get them every now and then. But like, last time I had the flu, I was in 5th grade. So like... like 11, 12 years ago. And I've maybe gotten the flu flu shot like maybe... I feel like maybe I've gotten the flu vaccine like... I think probably did it like every year up until I was like 7 or 8. And then maybe did a couple more times in the years since, but yeah, I don't usually do it. Just because like I don't get sick super often. Waiting on a vid booster after that. Is it the Johnson & Johnson one? I know there was one that like recently the FDA came out and said that there so far is no like conclusive proof that anyone needs a Johnson & Johnson booster shot. I think it was Johnson & Johnson. Specifically Johnson & Johnson, because I think people have gotten boosters for like the Pfizer one too. But also, it's the fucking FDA, they're not always right. Just take into account the fact that, like, stuff like Teflon still exists, despite how, like, kind of super toxic it is. Man, I can't wait until I'm like 60, 70 years old and I get to sue some company for poisoning me my entire life that I only just found out about. Can't wait. Pretty sure Moderna advises against a booster with their vaccine, as far as you know. Yeah, I can't remember can't remember like where it was, like on what site it was posted to, or like what exactly it said. But I just remember it was like FDA. It basically says that there's no proof yet that like a booster is needed for specific branded shot, and I think it might have been Johnson & Johnson because that's the only one that's FDA approved. Both my shots were Moderna, straight out of Texas. I think mine was Pfizer. I also got 2 shots. I think Johnson & Johnson was the only one that's not 2 shots. America. It's so weird hearing, like, foreign people talk about getting their vaccine shot because, like, they don't have the same vaccines that we do. Like, they don't have the Moderna, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson. They have, like, ones from these other companies I've never heard of because they are American companies. Pfizer is American and German. Yeah. It's like, isn't it like mostly American though? Like, isn't most of it owned by like America at this point? Or are they just like more prominent over here? Teamed up. Yeah, it's just weird to me that not everybody has the same vaccines. It's strange. I mean, I kind of get it, but at the same time, it's like weird. Because it's like just basically being like a toss-up, being like, all right, which one's gonna work first? Probably Canada was stupid enough to sell has the NHL. Did you mean to not put the has in there, or just say enough to sell the NHL? Sell us. Okay. We own Canada's Great American Pastime, and it's not even that popular here. I mean, it's more popular than the WNBA for sure, but it's not that popular. We have two great American pastimes. And one of them isn't baseball because no one fucking watches baseball anymore. Everyone's moved on to football and basketball. Shit, I think more people like soccer than baseball, honestly. Like, I think it's pretty safe to argue that, like, pretty much football has massively surpassed baseball as it being, like, the American sport. Have you seen how popular baseball is in Japan? Yeah, they really like baseball for some reason. They could have it, honestly. But yeah, that's why we have players like Ichiro. That's the only Japanese native that I know who played American baseball. And I only know about Ichiro because of living in Washington, obviously. And because I actually, like, you know, I went to baseball games and shit with my dad when I was younger. And, you know, at the games, they were always like, Ichiro! Ichiro! Pop quiz. Asshole favorite viewer. Myself. Yeah, myself. Nah, probably future girlfriend because she gives me the most money. No, I'm just kidding. You're gay? I am happy, I guess. I mean, I'm sick. I guess I'm not that happy. Alright, I'm gonna do these last 6 hordes, and then I think that's where we're gonna call it. I was gonna keep going if I, like, got a second wind, but this fucking NyQuil is just trying to conk me out. Please, let me close this out. There we go. Need a laid-back hippie type of chick, homie. I mean, problem is modern hippies are fucking annoying, so I get what you're saying. Like, just that kind of generalized type of person. Just not an actual hippie because fucking modern hippies are annoying. Wooks, as they like to call themselves. Why are modern hippies annoying? Because they all believe in, like, fucking astrology and, like, crystal bullshit and, like, fucking get that shit out of here. I need someone who's just, like, similar to me, but has more motivation and drive. Someone who can, like, be like me, but also can, like, push me to better myself. Alright, I think that is it. I am having trouble keeping my gosh darned peepers open. But like a cool one that just had your back always. Make sure did I actually change the right scene? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Wait, who else is in here? Oh, Pump's in here. A lurkin' Senior Wang. That's fine. We are about to end, though. PC dog. So this is a pretty decent stream. I've been kind of sleepy the whole time, so I don't know how entertaining I was, but you know, it wasn't too shabby. I might do like a really early stream tomorrow. Like pretty early. Sorry, I was talking to my brother-in-law. He was asking me a question. But yeah, probably gonna do a pretty early stream tomorrow, if I can. I got work at 2 p.m. I'm gonna try and go in. Hopefully, I don't sound like shit, so I can actually work some, get some money. But yeah, if I work tomorrow, I have to be there at 2, which means I gotta leave at like 1:30. So I don't know. I guess I could try and stream at like 10 a.m. or something. I don't know. It depends on how early I go to bed. Well, you know, we'll have to see. That or I'll do like a super late stream, like when I get home. But either way, I will be streaming tomorrow. I will try my best to not miss more streams. Just like I said, getting used to working again, so I've been pretty exhausted. Haven't really been feeling it too much, but yeah. Anyways, I hope everybody had a good old time watching. I appreciate everybody for dropping by. Do I want to raid? I have 4 people in here. Let's see who's on. Is it the same people that were on 20 minutes ago? Wang is on. Is Marky still on? No, Marky got off. Okay, I guess I might drop Wang a raid. He's usually the one I raid, because he's usually the only one on. Go to the dashboard. Click the raid channel button. Am I still here? Partially, but I'm about to raid Wang. I only streamed for 3 hours, but I have like a little bit of cold, and all we had was NyQuil, and I took some like right before I started streaming, so I'm like passing out. But I'm gonna try and do like an early stream tomorrow, hopefully, if I wake up early enough. But I do have work. But I appreciate you dropping by. I did make a command thing for you, but maybe I spelled your name wrong when I did it. It's not a command, but it's a thing that's for VIPs specifically, where when they enter the stream, they have like a custom sound and a custom message that plays. Did I spell your name wrong? Oh, I think, yeah, it's because I didn't do the capitalization right. Dark Shake KTR. Dark Shake KTR. Okay. Enabled? Yes. Mode? Speak. Submit. Okay, try, I'm gonna say type in chat again, see if it works, but you just did, and it didn't. So I'll play it for you so you hear what it sounds like. And I think this one's actually a little bit loud, so let's turn it down. This is what it is. That's the sound that'll play when you talk for the first time. And then the message just says Dark Shake has arrived to break it down. But it should work next stream. This is Lil Marky's.
Yo, what's up, Maki? Yo, what's up, Maki?
Yo, what's up, Maki?
Yo, what's up, Maki?
Prince has this one. Those are all the new ones I did. You still have Leppas? Yeah, I haven't sold any. Do you you want some? After I do this raid, I can meet up with you. So cool. I'm glad you like them. Yeah, it's something I've been doing for VIPs for a while. It's just I was kind of behind on it for a little while. Because Knack has one too, and his is just a trap pinch cry. He'll take 10 stacks. Nice, cool. Yeah, let's do this raid, and then I'll meet up with you. Thank you everybody for dropping by, for watching. I hope you enjoyed, whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, live or on the VOD. Hope y'all have a good morning, evening, night, afternoon, whatever it is for you, and hope you have a good one. Enjoy the raid.